So we're doing the Squawking 7 top favorite fear moments. Your favorite moment, what part do you like to watch over and over again? What made you stand up and cheer on Fear the Walking Dead? You know what? You could be here and be part of this recording right now and be putting your answers in the comments with us that we could read out right now if you were here. And it's so easy to do. Dave, how do they do that?
You do that by heading over to either ko-fi.com/squawkingdead or patreon.com/squawkingdead. You don't have to buy us a coffee or join a membership tier. Just follow for free because that's where we post our recording schedules. We don't post them on social media.
Dave, you're number 2.
Madison putting a spoon behind Troy's eye.
Yeah,
and then also her taking him down with the hammer. Okay. It's just because it is like a bookend. She has him right where she wants him, and is a symbolism for like leading him around by the nose, and he's like fascinated by her and he sees her strength, according to me, not Rachel, and follows it and wants to see how far this can go. And then at the end of it, she realizes that you're trying to tame the devil in a sense, or a hurricane. Let's just say that, like a force of nature, somebody that doesn't have the same ballasts in place that most people have to stop themselves from doing something horrible. I feel like those two moments are kind of equal because you get to see that she is really capable. On the other hand, she's only human and you can't tame a hurricane. And it's f***ing cool. Like, come on, where in the universe do you see anything like that in the Walking Dead universe? Nowhere. And it's never going to happen again. Maybe on Raise the Dead, because Daryl does cool things.
At least I didn't use a spoon.
I used a baguette behind the eye.
My number 2. John finding June. That was my number 2, actually. Yeah. Need I say more?
And then he gets shot.
Laura? Sorry. Yeah.
You're just thinking the whole time, like, is this going to happen? Is it not going to happen? And then we see Naomi and you're like, oh, okay, so there's like a pretty good chance this will happen. And then you're like, but maybe not because she's kind of crazy. And then it does. So I don't know. It's just nice.
And then Alicia shoots him.
And it's immediately undercut.
So that was,
Typical.
that was my introduction to Alicia because I watched Laura first. That was the first episode I watched, and then I continued from there because I wanted to know what happened.
Bitch.
Right? I wanted to know what happened to this couple I just watched. I watched the next episode, and at the end they're reunited. Then Alicia shoots him, and I was like, that was first impressions and all. It took me a long time to get over that. So people who wonder why I'm not an Alicia fan, there you go.
Whoops. Hey, killed your man.
You don't start at the beginning.
Shoes were so meaningful. Like when she stepped out of the Range Rover and she had the tennis shoes on, and you just knew right then that's who it was. Like, oh, okay.
My number 2 is when Nick kills Ennis.
Wow.
I was gonna lean in that direction, but okay. Yeah. The push.
Yeah, it was the push and the look on his face. Again, I chose moments that like made me feel things. And in that moment, I was just like, yeah. And he just like does it in such a brutal way. I very much enjoyed it.
Were you worried about him at the time though too?
No.
Like what that would mean for him?
No.
To kill
Not
him
at
like
all.
that? I was a little bit.
I don't think about emotional ramifications. I'm in the moment.
The moment was
Yeah, and in the moment, in the moment, he needed some killing.
Why were you Randy Savage?
if you have to ask, you'll never know.
One of my favorite moments I actually didn't think about until just now was in that episode. They leave Nick and Morgan alone at Swati.
Oh my god, that is a great scene. And he just keeps knocking him over.
Try to get away, he just whacks him on the head.
It's so good.
And then he tries to run, he just trips him.
It's so good.
That was good.
And the acting in that though, because he's like, and then he like tries to run. It's so funny. It's just so good. It's good.
For the audio podcast, he makes a feint, and Nick tries to feint Morgan, but Morgan can't be feinted.
He fakes right. It's so good.
He's at the 10-yard line. Oh, tripped up at the 5.
I don't know who made the decision, but it was like the most Strand thing ever when they go to cut their ropes off because they're going to split up. Morgan and Nick are going to stay there, and the other's going to go get the winch to pull the thing out, right? They're tied up. Lucy and Alicia and Strand are tied up on the ground. And when they go to cut the bonds, they reach down to cut them, but Strand is like, and sticks his arm out like, here you go. Like, and it's just the most Strand thing ever. And I wonder who made that decision. Was it the director? Was it Coleman? Because
probably Coleman.
It was great. It's one of those little moments. I love where actors do things, or whoever, they do things that just make the character stand out. My number 2 is June kills Virginia. It was very cathartic for someone who
was way higher up.
That's good.
I was heartbroken after John. John and June are literally the reason I'm in this world. When John died, it was devastating. But Jenna told me to just... she told me believe in June, basically.
Which is where we got our hashtag.
It sparked a movement.
It did. I was ecstatic when it happened. Do it, June. Also, I wanted June to kind of break bad. Just kind of be the bad guy. Be the Kim Wexler of this story. She didn't, of course. But anyway, I was like, yes, she's breaking bad. Remember the watch party, Rachel? It popped up in my memories the other day, a screenshot of all of us reacting to it. I remember you guys were like, Charity's smiling, so something good must happen in this episode, right? Because I was grinning the whole way through the rewatch. I was like... This was also the episode with the lineup, which Rachel encapsulated beautifully in her painting.
Which I have to show. Great, Charity. It is good, though.
It's my phone case now.
Oh, yeah. And you sold that original, too, right? During the charity auction?
I think one of these two ladies get it.
I won the original.
Oh.
Yeah. I got Elton.
Yeah. Favorite.
Yes. No loss. Oof.
Oh, no. I was super happy about it.
All those paintings are still currently in my car. Halfway to the post office.
Wow. Well, don't bring them to the post office because you're going to see us in a month.
Yours,
have your mom.
Yes,
have your mom bring them down.
Yes, but there are others.
I could see it.
After being so heartbroken, it was something to lift me up as a June and John fan, and to see June be badass and walk out, just be like, "Peace out. I'll see you later. To hell with your all life is precious. Bye."
Excuse me? I feel like I'm being attacked right now.
She said, sit on it, Morgan. And she subsequently Dave.
Still doesn't have the effect you think it does.
Sit on it.
What is the it?
What is it? He said, what is it?
Isn't that a song?
What? Yeah, it's Faith No More. I did funky motherfucker. That's, well, I don't know if I can say that. And then, it's it. What is it? Did any of these picks resonate with you? Have you made a list of your own top 7 favorite moments on Fear the Walking Dead? What would you have placed in the spot and why? Tell us in the comments. Or you can go the extra mile and share them in a podcast rating at ratethispodcast.com/squawkingdead. And don't miss out on future opportunities to share your thoughts. Follow us on either Ko-fi or Patreon.